Hello there. It's Fashion Flair Friday, and I'm your host, Marian Gelletley, coming to you every week at 12 noon Pacific time, right here in the Empowered Style Facebook group, a private group. And I enjoy doing these Facebook Fridays for these Fashion Flair Fridays for you here on Facebook. And I just want to invite you to invite your friends to join the group as well. So if you're here, make sure that you let me know. And if you are going to be watching later on replay, which so many of you do, always go ahead and put replay in the comments so that I know that you have been here. So, how's your summer going? I hope you're all having a good summer. Are you traveling? Are you staying close to home? We're staying pretty close to home, but if you happen to be one of those people that is out there traveling this summer, where are you going? Are you going someplace exciting? Are you staying here in the US or heading to Europe or Hawaii or, you know, South America, Canada, whatever the case? Tell me where you are going to be traveling if you are. Um, so, today I wanted to talk to you about this aesthetic that I seem to be hearing a lot about. I don't know if you're hearing a lot about it too, and it's called coastal grandma or coastal grandmother. Have you heard of this style aesthetic? And if you have, go ahead and put yes in the comments. And if you haven't, just say, no, I haven't. Make sure you say hi. I see some of you are here. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, I thought it would be fun because being we're right in the throes of summer, let's talk about one of the big style trends that we're seeing everywhere. And coastal grandma is a term that has been coined by a fashion influencer, by a TikToker. And remember, we talked about that in last week's Fashion Flair Friday. And guess what? Now because she has fashioned this term, her name is Nicoletta. Now everybody's talking about it. So, what is it characterized by? I would say it's characterized by, that summertime lifestyle, of an older woman. And typically it's portrayed by probably a woman that is a little more on the affluent side. And I know she says that usually the woman that you can look to is a woman that you might see in a Nancy Meyers movie. Okay, Nancy Meyers is a screenwriter and a producer, quite prolific, and she has, been writing romantic comedies, I guess, for 30 years plus. So things like The Parent Trap, The Intern, Private Benjamin, and I think she wrote Something's Gotta Give as well. But anyway, you might want to look her up. But anyway, Nancy Meyers likes to always have a setting, usually a beachside setting of some sort. And the colors are very, what, kind of a breezy beige feel. And everything is, clothes are cozy and non-restricted. And so I'm going to show you some of those things today and see whether you can relate to that. Hi, Kathy. Nice to see you. And Betty, I'm living the dream. I'm a coastal grandmother. Okay, well, we are coastal grandmas now. Do we look like what they say a coastal grandma is supposed to look like? Let's see. So, anyway, here would be a picture of Diane Keaton. And I think this might have been from the movie Something's Got to Give. But you see, that beachy sort of look, the whites, nothing very restrictive. Okay, here's another picture. This came from the Frank and Eileen website. I love their look. So I know that I've got a dab of coastal grandma in me, and I just didn't realize it. So I was calling it, casually elegant, but this is a little more casual. But how fun is it? All right. So you don't have to be a grandma to have this aesthetic. You don't have to be wealthy. You don't have to live by the coast for sure to be a coastal grandma. So let's kind of get that clear. But it's a vibe that has to do with the good, the slow life. So think about wearing, white button down shirts, kind of like what I've got on right at the moment. Or how about linen pants and bucket hats and cozy, sumptuous sweaters? All while you're enjoying your fresh oysters or your crab or whatever your shellfish is that excites you with a glass of wine, sitting again on a bluff near the ocean. So you can just sort of imagine and picture that. And of course, where some of us live here that are on the live today, we do live that sort of environment, whether it's Monterey or Pacific Grove or Carmel. It's very true. So anyway, what I wanted to do is to show you some things that you might say, oh, I've been doing that. I've been dressing that way and just didn't realize it. So let's begin first with the breezy button down. Okay, that is kind of the key piece. This is this is something that embodies the aesthetic very, very well. So a breezy button down. Do you see how easy and flowy and nothing restrictive? Um, and what I have on is a variation of that, although mine only buttons down part way. It doesn't button all the way like you see these true button downs do. Now, what I'll say about this, I had a client say to me the other day, "Oh my gosh, and she's a working gal, and she was kind of horrified by the whole idea of this coastal grandma look." And what we have to remember is that there are parts of our life that are business, and there are parts of our life that are more relaxed on a weekend or after hours. And so, coastal grandma is definitely going to be for the lifestyle away from work in most cases. Now, there are some very casual businesses where you might be able to get away with it. But I just said to her, it's not something that you would do for business, but it would be something that I would definitely do a lot of the time for my casual lifestyle. All right, so the crisp white button-down shirt. Now the button-down shirt can be in white, it can be in blue, it could be in a stripe of some sort. Think about that nautical sort of a feel and look. All right, another would be, here is the perfect coastal grandma, although guess what? She doesn't look like a grandma, but look at the bucket hat. The bucket hat, the white shirt, and even you can't really see, but a hint of it right here is the stripe, the blue and white stripe, probably linen pants that she's got on. So that's coastal grandma. A bucket hat can be in straw or it can be in canvas, can have a little fraying on the edges, just what makes you happy. And then stripes. Stripes are a big part of the look, again, because of the nautical aspect of being coastside, and something very clean, very crisp, or can be in a button down shirt, in vertical stripes, horizontal stripes, whatever is going to work best for your body. But you can see either one, very bold, more subtle, are going to convey the coastal grandma. And then we have pants. And pants are going to be loose. We're not going to be doing leggings. We're not going to be doing skinny pants. Coastal grandmas do things that are a little more free flowing. So, with the new trend of us going to a wider leg, this is going to be the perfect time to buy possibly a wider leg in a linen or a cotton, just as you see here. And then look, she's got her button down on top. She also is certainly going to have a cardigan. So cardigan sweater to keep her warm, to throw down or to throw over your button downs or over your maxi dresses. Perfect for summer evenings, coastside, whether it's sitting in your garden or whether it's going out to dinner. And look, she's got her bucket hat on right there. The other thing you saw in that picture, and I'll show you here again, is the straw tote bag. And I've been carrying a straw tote bag all summer long. I have been doing stripes all summer long. I've been doing button downs all summer long. Isn't that interesting? And so I obviously was being subtly influenced by what I was seeing, but also I think it's just something that for me kind of just feels comfortable. So here she is in a wider leg pant. You notice that the pants too are in either a white or a cream. She's got her sweater, her striped sweater. She's got her straw tote. Who knows if she has a bucket bag carrying? And then the other thing she is going to do is she's going to do a long, flowy white dress or beige dress or sort of a neutral taupey dress in a loose, breathable fabric. And that is part of the coastal grandma look as well. Here we go with the slides, a minimalist slide. They're easy, you can slip them on, you can run out the door, they're effortless, but they give a nice finishing touch to any Nancy Meyers inspired outfit. Let me pull that so you can see that a little bit closer. And here's just another example of the white and ivory or beige, either a jean or a chino pant, straight or wide-legged, not skinny, okay? And look what she's got, a white t-shirt on, and then she has got her striped sweater, her cozy white or striped sweater, just thrown over her shoulders. And lastly, if she's going to do shorts, she's going to do a short that is a little, these aren't too long, but they are longer than some of the short shorts that are out there right now. But the thing is that they are loose. Can you see that? So, what do you think? So, oh, hi, Christine. How are you? Coastal Grandma, you are. Okay. Hi, Jody. Yes, love Diane Keaton. The Coastal Grandmother look, Betty says, is also seasonal. It definitely is seasonal, and that's why everybody's talking about it right now, because it's that summer vacation vibe that is so strong, and you saw that through all of those pieces that I just showed you. So let's see here. I don't see any questions per se. So Christine said she would be wearing this look. Would any of the others that are here, would you be wearing this look? Let me know. Would you or do you? Christine says she adopts it already. How about the rest of you? Let me see here what we're saying. Okay. Well, I thought it was very fun to just do a little more research on the whole topic and to get a sense of what this was all about and how we could take the term and actually be able to see the pieces and see the components that go together to create the look that this TikToker, Lex Nicoletta, was actually talking about. So I thought that was kind of fascinating. Now, I think that the thing I want to say about style is that style is got to be about you. something that says, this is me. So when you see it, you can self-identify with it. And that really expresses a little bit about your personality, a little bit about your preferences, and it fits in so nicely with what you do in your life. So, again, you might have to segment your life a little bit, work versus play, but I definitely have different wardrobes for either, or at least different outfits for each part of my life. But there's definitely a part of this whole feel that really resonates with my lifestyle so nicely. So that would be something that I want you to just be aware of, that identifying your style, identifying your, as I call it, your style recipe, the words that are descriptors that describe what your style is, so that number one, if you can identify it and if you can speak it, then you can shop for it. Then you can look in your closet and actually pull pieces out to create the look. And that's something that we do in the upcoming program called Empowered Style that's going to be starting on August 18th. We start with that pillar of style development, identifying, those words. And it may take, 3 months to actually get to a final recipe, but the idea is that we get to a recipe that just makes you say to yourself, this is me. So coastal grandma might be part of what you are. It might be all of what you are. It might be none of what you are. And that's good. But it's just one more example of a style aesthetic that I wanted you to be able to see, to give yourself some hints. And if you feel like, style development is something that you're a little bit weak on, and you want to get going and start developing those 7 pillars, by all means, I'd love to have you as part of the Empowered Style program starting on August 18th. I'll go ahead and put the link to the program page here when I get off the live here, so you can read about it if you haven't done so already. So that is it for today. Let me go back and just see if there are any other. I don't see any other questions. So raise your hand if you're a coastal grandma. Claim it, identify it, look in the closet, see what you've got. If you like the look, see what you've got, see if you can put those pieces together and really create that look for yourself, that now you understand what the components of that style actually are. So that's it for this week, ladies. I will look forward to seeing you again next Friday at noon with another subject. And as I always say, if you've got something that you have heard about, like this coastal grandma thing, or you have seen something style-wise or color-wise or fabric-wise, anything, by all means, just shoot me a little note or post it here in the group and say, Marion, will you talk about X, Y, or Z? It gives me some hints, and it gives me some direction of what the group would like. And as I said at the beginning, if you joined us a little late, don't forget to let your friends know about our group and invite them to join the Empowered Style group. So that's it for today. I'll see you again next Friday for another edition of Fashion Flair Friday. Take care now. Bye-bye.